Hello everyone. This is my second daily journaling thingy for today. The reason is I now arrived in this random small city outside of the main town, and there were like quite a lot of, not a lot, but some drunk people on the train, and I think there is a guy walking in front of me. He looks so aggressive, and just it doesn't feel like a safe place, honestly. And you might think, oh, why not call someone or take a taxi? Why? For the taxi, I'm too cheap. And one thing, I don't know if it makes sense, this strategy, but I walk in the middle of the street when I am scared. Because I feel like from any other side someone could pull me in to the bushes or something like this. So I avoid this usually by walking randomly in the middle of the street. So I saw this guy, for example, went there in. I will definitely not follow him back because it's a sideway, dark, small way. So this I can already predict because it's behind the main building as far as I understand. I just walk on the middle of the street. I don't care if a car is coming because usually you can hear them a bit and react according to it. For me, this is really my safety strategy. I'm not sure how much it makes sense. And I walk. I have the blessing of being, I am 173. For a woman, that's not too short, that's not too tall. I think it's like the perfect height. I would have wished to be 180, like I would have loved to be 180. It would have been amazing, at least for my volleyball career back in the days. But I'm not, so I try to live with this. But yeah, and when I walk by myself, in an environment where I don't feel comfortable, besides also walking in the streets, I try to walk confident. I'm not sure if this makes any difference, but I take large steps, big steps. I try honestly to look like a dude. So not sure if this is a good or bad strategy. Please update me. Yeah, the angry man is now walking there. He's walking so angry, so I am trying to keep a safe distance to him, even though our ways I think are on the same path. So what I wanted to say is, I try to appear strong and not intimidated. Also try to appear big. Because I think that is rather intimidating, and I try to call, or right now I'm making this video, I see him. For me, he just doesn't look like a sane person, so I prefer waiting here for 10-15 seconds and then proceeding, just because this guy feels like someone who could be irritated by anything. And when I say anything, like me talking and him hearing this could make him angry, so he starts shouting. This is the type of person. So for me, having a safe distance is just the better option. And so I have a 15-minute walk. It's not that long. It's actually really nice. I'm really appreciating this weather, but I think you just need to know where potential enemies could be. And when I have you probably think, oh, she's so crazy, but I don't think honestly I'm that crazy. I think all women who walk during the nights, they think about this. I don't walk on the side where are all these bushes, etc. I walk on the side where I clearly can see that there is nothing. And now I don't see the guy anymore. I'm not sure if he's continuing upstairs. And then I stop because you might think, oh, she's crazy. Why does she think people have a bad intentions, but people do have bad intentions, and I think we can be naive, but we should not fool ourselves. So, and if I see someone who is irritated already, yeah, I will try to have a good distance to that person. I mean, here everything looks so calm and lovely, but yeah, I cannot really see him, so this is something I feel really irritated by. For me, he looked more like a guy who had anger issues, so, but yeah. Better safe to be than being sorry, but I guess then I should have taken the taxi. I think I could have actually taken it and then just charged the company or the university for it. But this is not really my way. It looks darker than it is on camera. It is dark, yes, but not that dark, I think. The one reason why I think 2 years ago I would have felt less intimidated, because then I was just sportly and more active, doing more, especially martial arts, and I was able to run a decent distance without having a fucking almost asthma attack. So, I mean, as you can hear me in the background, I'm suffering. But yeah, now I just know, I would say, therefore I'm more careful now, because I just don't have the energy to fight. But yeah, one of the reasons why I was going a lot into the martial arts classes from the university sports is because I wanted to feel more, I wanted to do, first of all, something useful. And martial arts I defined for myself as useful because in case I get robbed or whatever, I have the option to hit someone and gain a few seconds. But I think I was also really fooling myself, thinking that I would have any chance against the male version of myself. Like, they don't even need to have any experience in martial arts or fighting sports, whatever. Just them being male gives them so much more power. So I think that I really need to know my place. Even if I wouldn't know a few kicks and I know a bit to defend myself, in a shock situation you're just really in that moment, and depending on how well trained you are, you might be able to react, but also not. Actually, it's a really lovely old city. Can I increase the brightness? No. Oh shit. No. That doesn't work. So basically this is going to be an audio of me heavily breathing and telling you about my random tactics on survival. First tactic is just don't be late. Like, please calculate your time in, know how much time you have, and act upon this. Don't be me. But I'm actually someone who, like, I remember when I went to Canada, also when I was in Russia, any other city, I loved it so much to have these night walks when no one is walking. It's one of the best way to relax, I think. Just a calm city, no one is talking. It feels like you own the city. So it's a really nice feeling. But downside is, can you see the label? No, it just says Schloss, which means castle. So I'm almost there, a few minutes left. There is a construction site to me, a lovely building and it's going uphill, and I am weak. And also now I'm talking additionally, like already going the uphill is killing me, but the talking just makes me feel sorry for myself. Oops. Know where you're stepping, which I just didn't know. I'm really looking for the breakfast forward. One of the good things that I don't have to prepare it myself. Beautiful entrance into the castle, and then from here I think we are safe.